Yo, what is up, guys? Oro here, and this is not a drill. Elden Ring PvP is fixed. Patch 1.06 saved us. Just like Dark Souls 1, this patch is insane. Rivers of Blood nerf, Bloodhound Step nerf, Wex Dust added to the game as a base mechanic. I actually cannot believe this patch is real, but here we are. Let's have a look at the changes. Let's see exactly what they've done. Decreased the travel distance and invincibility frames of Ash of War Bloodhound Step while adding the changes below. Reduced performance when used continuously. Increased travel distance when on light equip load. So basically, they nerfed the iframes, which was the main problem. But on top of that, they made it so if you spam it, you get less distance on every step. This is a really, really great change because that means you can't just Bloodhound Step away from people that are sprinting at you, because Bloodhound Step spamming is actually faster than full sprint before, which was incredibly stupid. So they did the exact same thing to Bloodhound Step's little brother, Quick Step, but they gave Quick Step more spammability to basically set it apart from just use Bloodhound Step, which is really cool. Now for the big one you guys have all been waiting for. Decreased the damage and bleed buildup of weapon skill Corpse Piler when hit with the blood attack. When hit by the blade, the damage is only decreased slightly. Thank fucking God. I think we're all very, very thankful for this change. So what this means is that when you get hit by the ranged component of Corpse Piler, that you're going to get a little less damage and a lot less bleed, which is the exact change that I think was needed. But if they hit you with the actual blade itself, the damage is only decreased slightly. I really like this change. I think it keeps Corpse Piler and, Rivers of Blood viable without completely gutting it. I think this is the perfect move. And while we're here, might as well go over the Stars of Ruin nerf. Decreased the target tracking ability of Sorcery Stars of Ruin. Thank God for this. Getting spammed by Stars of Ruin in a gank or any situation where, you were too close and couldn't stop them or punish it somehow was awful. It felt really bad because Stars of Ruin was completely unavoidable without Bloodhound Step. Naturally, if they're going to fix Bloodhound Step, they got to fix Stars of Ruin too, so that's exactly what they did. So thankfully, that's a great change as well. So many of you guys know Wex Dust, the popular mod for Dark Souls 3, which allowed you to invade anywhere in the game from anywhere in the game. It would check every single area, much like Blue's work, but for invasions. Now, this has been added as a feature for Elden Ring. If you're an invader, you know how big this is. You know how hard it's been to actually find activity, actually play the game. This is an absolute godsend. This is the thing that really saves PvP for me and many others that I never thought they'd do. That I thought they couldn't do. That they just didn't know how. That it just wasn't going to happen. But wow, Wex Dust patch. Literally part of the game now. All you got to do is use a finger, and there's an option if you want to do distant or invade larger area. That is so huge. I cannot stress enough how big this is for PvP. And for activity in general, because they did the same thing with summoning signs. So, when I first played Elden Ring, I thought that's how the summoning pools worked, is that you just place your sign in and it's in every single pool you visited. Now, that's actually the case, which is awesome. That's what they should have done from the start. They finally added that. So, co-opers rejoice as well. It's a win-win for everyone, and I love that feature. Now I'm going to go over some of the smaller changes, but there's still a lot in this patch. Still a lot of really great stuff. They added a new way to advance White Mask of Arei's quest line, other than participating in multiplayer invasions, by defeating a new NPC. So now you don't have to use the orb 3 times and actually fight players. You can just do an NPC and get it done that way. Great Sword, Curved Great Swords, and Great Hammers got a buff. They reduced the time it takes for rolling to become possible after an attack, which means that roll catching is going to be better with these weapons, and your recovery after an attack is going to be shorter, which is awesome. Just makes it a lot safer to use in PvE and PvP. So that's huge. That was definitely needed. They also increased the damage of R2s and charge attacks, which is great. They increased the guard counter's motion speed, and this is a big one, increased the attack speed of great axes. Now, this is sorely needed. Great axes are seriously slow as fuck. They need to do this for other weapon types, but this is a step in the right direction. They reduced the time it takes for rolling to become possible, so again, faster recovery for great axes as well. They also buffed light rolls. When you have light equipped, you get a longer roll. They made it even longer. That's actually really scary, because I thought that light equip load was already really strong, so that's just a buff to lightweight builds. That's pretty cool. They also increased the hitbox of Cypher Pata's unblockable blade, which is one of my favorite weapons, so I'm actually pretty excited to try that out. They nerfed Glintstone Pebble and Glintstone Dart. They decreased the damage and stagger power. That probably means that it's not going to be able to poise through anything anymore. And that was for the best, honestly. Glintstone Pebble was extremely oppressive and punishing. If you got hit by it once, you'd get hit by the R2 follow-up, and you would be instantly dead no matter what they were using it on. So that's a huge change, especially for the dueling scene. The rest of the bug fixes are pretty good. Nothing too crazy, but this is a massive step in the right direction. If they keep this up, the game is going to be really, really something great. And it already is, let's be honest. It's just the PvP is a little fucked up and imbalanced. There's still a lot that they need to fix. And there's actually stuff that is sort of hurting with this new patch. No Bloodhound Step. Nerfed Bloodhound Step. Means that there's no counter to getting ganked by Dragon Breaths. Dragon Breaths still stun lock. They still do your entire health bar. I foresee Dragon Breaths becoming an issue. Seppuku's still in the game. Fingerprint Great Shield's still in the game. There's a lot of issues. However, again, this is great. This is huge. Rivers of Blood, not getting spammed and ganked with it every other invasion. I'm so thankful for that. I'm fucking sick of that dumb weapon. I don't even care. It's not that good when you're 1v1, but man, if you're getting ganked, it's over. It just insta-kill. So I'm thankful that's gone. I think we're gonna see a lot more Moonveils now. We're gonna see a lot of Moonveil ganks, which are still obnoxious. Again, a lot of these things are good in ganks, but not necessarily good in a 1v1, so I don't see them actually changing it, and I don't think they should, because that's such a rare case, and, if they're ganking with shit, they're gonna gank with even meaner shit anyways, so it's fine. But I'm so excited for this patch. They're actually listening. They're actually doing stuff for invaders. This is 100% a PvP-focused patch. None of this stuff really affected PvE at all, so this means that they're actually listening to our side of the community, and I'm super excited for the future of this game. And I'm excited I can actually play it. Maybe I'll make some more videos on it. But thanks again so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little patch review. I'm excited to dive right in. See you guys in the lands between, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.